Hello everybody, it's me, Mr. Ripcord, and today I'm going to be showing a quick video. Um, can a 1080 Ti run ray tracing? Now, was watching a video on if 8 gigs of VRAM is enough for gaming nowadays. Yes, it is, because I guess there was a huge thing about the 4060. I don't recommend NVIDIA cards right now, especially for the prices they are. They're not worth it. I don't care if the inflation was bad for 30 series. 30 series was actually a banger deal, in my opinion. But as for 40 series right now, it's not. Maybe the 4090 is acceptable, but like anything lower than that is a little bit too pricey for what they're worth. And I noticed that people were talking about the 4060 on how it only had 8 gigs of VRAM. Oh, and they were mad because the bit bus is also really small. The 128, it's small, and everybody was like getting all upset. And I'm not trying to defend the 4060. I actually think that card is a little questionable, and it's probably going to be pricey. But apparently, it has 8 gigs of VRAM. People are like, is 8 gigs of VRAM enough though? And I don't think it's people. I actually think it's only a small group of people who are like, yeah, but how am I going to run my 4K content with that? The people that are probably going to buy the 4060 are probably going to have a 1080p display or a 1440p display. That's I have a 1440p display and a 1080 Ti, okay? And it runs fine. So, and it has 11 gigs of VRAM. I think 8 gigs is still enough to this day. Um, for medium, high, and sometimes ultra graphics at 1080p to 1440p. I don't think anybody's going to try and use a 4060 with 4K. If you are, then fine. I mean, that's up to you if you want 4K. Um, but that's besides the point. I was watching a video saying that Hogwarts was really hard to run, especially with ray tracing on and stuff. So I commented and I'm like, I'm able to run it at anywhere from between 55 frames to 72, 73 frames on Hogwarts with a 1080 Ti with ray tracing on. Then they comment back, 1080 Ti doesn't support ray tracing, so they doubted me. It does support ray tracing. I'll show it right now. Let me go to my GPU Z. Let me open this up and show you guys. Hold on, my screen went black there for a second. Sorry about that. Would you look at that? It supports ray tracing right there. 1080 Ti, ray tracing. Not just that, I can also prove. Hold on, there's stuff going on. I am back. Sorry about that. Fucking, I'm in a Discord right now, so like I forgot I was watching the stream, so noise came through. So 1 second, let me show you guys that again because I was showing this off when that happened. There's gonna be a black screen. It'll show up in a second. There we go. See, ray tracing right there. It supports ray tracing. The card can do it. And does it do it well? Only in some games. I noticed it's really bad in other games, which I'm going to show in a second. There's one that I think I got it installed to show you because I uninstalled it. It's forgot what it's called. Quake RTX. It runs not well at about 1 to 10 frames per second. It can do it, just not very well, which means it's running ray tracing. But anyway, I'm going to show you guys the games that can run ray tracing, and I'm going to show you the settings, and then I'm going to take my phone up to the computer with one of the games playing with ray tracing on to show that it's a 1080 Ti in there, and it is a 1080 Ti. I mean, if this isn't proof right here that I'm showing that I have a 1080 Ti, I won't even cut the video here. I'll actually just straight up open a game right now. You know what? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. See, 1080 Ti right here. If you want more proof that I'm not running any other graphics card in my computer, here's my task manager. Okay? I know my tech things too, so it kind of blew my mind that this person has like 5 graphics cards behind him and doesn't realize that the 10 series can do ray tracing. So, see, just the 1080 Ti. The only card I have here is the 1080 Ti. I'm gonna minimize it. I'm gonna minimize this too. I'm gonna open up my Steam. That's Cookie Clicker. That's not the game I want to show. I'm gonna start off with Forza first. I don't have ray tracing on Forza right now, but that's what I'm going to start with, and I'm going to show you guys. I'm showing my whole screen so it's easier, so you might not actually hear the desktop sounds. You might. Never mind, that's Discord I'm talking about, usually when you share your whole screen. You should be able to hear it. You can even see the FPS up there. That's also going to be proof, because you're going to see the FPS drop. This is just loading. Because Microsoft makes long-ass loading things. Microsoft, make it skippable, please. Please, I beg you. Make it skippable. I don't... Maybe it's loading, to be fair. It's probably loading. Alright. I'm not good at playing Forza with a keyboard and mouse, but this is just showing. So I'll use a keyboard and mouse for now. So we're going to go to options. We're going to go to... That's advanced controller settings. I'm a dumbass. Hold on, let me go back. Graphics. See, this is what I have my settings on. I have ray tracing off. Wow, would you look at that? I can turn it on. I'm going to go to just extreme. Extreme. I can click save. Save. It's activated. Ray tracing is activated. I'll click continue. 1080 Ti. Remember, it's a 1080 Ti. I am being serious here. This is my mouse. I'm moving it around. This is really, really my computer right here. This is not a video. This is legitimately me playing Forza.
Hey Devin, now that you're on the
Hi.
Hall of Fame, you can take part in exclusive Hall
See,
of Fame
Mr. Ripcord right there. Oh, I have my face blocking it. Mr. Ripcord right there. And then if I with the I clicked off the screen, so that's why the noise stopped. But it's me playing. Like I'm being legit here. So I'm running ray tracing currently right now. 73, 72 FPS. So we're gonna stop right here, right? 74, 75 FPS. Yeah. Okay. So remember that number, right? We're gonna go back to settings. I am a dumbass. Have played Forza in a hot minute. We're gonna go to. Oh, whoops! That's the wrong thing. Ray tracing. We're gonna just completely turn it off. Save. Frames jumped up. It's doing something. That means it has ray tracing. It's putting the ray tracing in the game. Now, Forza. It's hard to tell when ray tracing's on, when it's off. I can see the difference. I love ray tracing in Forza. It's great. I keep it off because it does destroy performance, especially when I get to a forest area, which I'll, I don't know if I want to cut because someone's going to call me bullshit just because I cut the video, but I'm going to cut anyway. Fuck it. I'll see you in a forest area. Okay, guys, I am back. Here we are in a forest area. This does not have ray tracing on right now. We're getting 66, 65 FPS. We're going to go to back to settings. I am a dumbass. It's right there. We're going to go back down to graphics. We're going to go all the way down. It's off. Extreme. 50, 60 FPS. Yeah, around the 50s now. If we go in here, I should get less frames. In the forest areas, it's more extreme. See? Ray tracing is doing something. On the 1080 Ti. Now, with that being said, I should turn this off before I get off the game. Let's move on to the next. Welcome to Hogwarts Legacy, guys. We're getting around 67, 70 FPS here. That's actually different. That is different. I did say I was getting around that, but I don't know if I have ray tracing on yet. No, I do not. Oh, no. No, I do not. I do not have ray tracing on. Oh, one thing. Oh, would you look at that? It's giving me the option. They're not grayed out. Oh, this is grayed out? Well, hold on. Let me make it not grayed out. Will it let me apply it? Oh, wow, it did. Dropping pretty low. 12 FPS, but 10 FPS. That's on Ultra Ray Tracing. That's what you get with a 1080 Ti. Wow, look at that. Look at my reflection. It's doing it. See? It's different. When I had ray tracing off, you didn't see me, did you? You see me now. With ray tracing on. It's glitching out a little bit, but it's working. It's clearly working. That means the card supports the ray tracing. It doesn't need ray tracing cores to support ray tracing. If I go back now and turn it on a lower setting, right? Let me show you guys that. My mom was just giving me water. 1 second, guys. Let me show you guys the setting on low now. I'll show you the other settings too. So there we go. See the frame rate jump up? I'm gonna go back into the game. It's still gonna be really shitty. It actually is worse than having it on ultra. What the fuck? No, it's not worse. I feel it's being smoother. Oh, look at that ray traced lighting, dude. Wow. But it's able to do it. It's clearly glitching out. You can see some artifacts, but it's doing ray tracing. Sure, it's not the best. Forza is actually the best game to be optimized for the 10 series cards with ray tracing. Forza is probably the best game I played. Wow. Looks really good, actually. Though, with some artifacting, I mean, it's not the best looking thing, but if we go here, even if I turn it back to, let's say, medium and apply settings, right? Still getting around the same frame rate as when we had it on low. Maybe a little worse. The frame time consistency feels worse. If I had a frame time consistency graph, I would show that, like, to show the frame times. That's also a big thing about the game. If I go back into settings, go to high now, it's probably going to be the exact same. We already tried ultra, I don't have to show it again, but you're losing out on 2 extra frames. Is this playable? No. Does it have a delay to it when I, like, click? No. Maybe a little. Yeah, a little. But it's really not that bad. Well, it is bad, but I mean, like, it's clearly running ray tracing. We'll go back to ultra just to show it one more time. Even though I said I wasn't going to. This one is still 10 FPS. Okay, 1 FPS lower. So it doesn't matter what setting of ray tracing you have on. Okay, yeah, this one's actually worse. Ultra's worse. But if you have it on high, medium, or low, you're not going to notice much of a difference. It's just going to be as laggy as the rest. But, oh my god, if that... Oh, I thought that was a reflection. Holy shit, I was like, wow, that's a crystal clear fucking reflection there. But yes, it's running ray tracing. If the game boots up, it means it's running. Even if that's at 1 FPS, it's running. It's able to do it. Look at how nice the game looks. The game looks astonishing. Now, what if we keep it on ultra, since it doesn't seem like the settings really matter that much of a big difference? I will show you guys with some of the settings off then. So we got ray trace reflections, ray trace shadows, and ray traced ambient occlusion. So we're going to turn... Let's say we want reflections on. Let's apply these. Just reflections. 28, 30 FPS, more playable. But if we look away from the reflection, I'm sure my frame should jump. Oh no, it's worse. But yes, this is actually shockingly really smooth for a 24 FPS, 26 FPS, like, play here. 30 FPS looking at the thing that's ray tracing. But if I look away... Maybe these windows have a bit of reflection. Oh, there we go. That's why. Oh, I see me in there. Hi. Wait, I broke that? How did I break that? Okay. All right, so let me really quickly go back into settings. Fuck, keep forgetting. We're gonna turn ray trace shadows on now and apply just that. Now that is a heavy impact. That's about almost the same as if we were playing it like on the basic setting, like with everything on almost. Actually, the frame time consistency feels worse. But yes, reflections seem to make the game actually run pretty playable. Even though it's a low frame rate, it's playable. You're not playing this online, so why does it matter? So if we turn off that now and go to ambient occlusion, apply settings. Not as a heavy impact, and the frame time consistency is better. But it's still a low frame rate. Could you play it like this? Yeah. Would it be fun? No. Be probably a little dizzying. Sure, I'm not in combat right now. I hate this without ray tracing. I hate that. Now, we're gonna show one more test with this on the lowest, but we're gonna keep this on first, and then we're gonna try the other two in a second. 18 FPS. You're not getting much more. Frame time consistency is far better though. Is that playable? Might give you a headache, but you could play it like that, yes. So we're going to turn this one off, and we're going to put shadows on. Whoa, ain't that a huge difference? What the fuck? Or that might be the sun, I don't know, but... These are the shadows. Oh, we're going to look away. We're getting a 40, 50 FPS. We look back. We get about 23, 22, but the frame time consistency is very good. It's not, it doesn't feel too laggy. We're gonna go back here. Smooth FPS. Going to go back. 120s. Okay, it drops really low when we get closer though. But it's running ray tracing. We're gonna go back. Because people don't bother to look this stuff up. That's the thing that bothers me. They just cut to going, hey, it's a 10 series card. They don't have tensor cores. Doesn't have tensor cores, but it's working. Oh, and this is ambient occlusion now, I think? Or is this the reflections? Oh, I turned the wrong one on. We already did this one. Shit, sorry. Turn this one off. I'm gonna go to reflections. Apply. This one was the easiest to run. Let's see if it's the easiest to unlock. Would you look at that? 44 FPS, 42 FPS. I'm gonna go over here. 22. This is completely playable, and it has ray traced reflections on low, but it's doing it. I'm actually curious to put this, but it's doing it. It's doing it, and it's doing it well. That's not bad at all. I'm actually curious. I want to try medium now with just the reflections. Okay, it's doing a lot worse, so I'm assuming high and ultra is undurable. But, wow. It's doing it. Yeah, this is completely fucking playable. We'll just turn off ray tracing now and show the difference. Oh, wrong thing. Just turn all these off and then apply, accept. Getting a massive amount more of frame rate. It's sad you can't see yourself in the mirror, but 1080 Ti runs this game no problem. That's another thing they said. It was having problems with 3060s that have 12 gigs of VRAM. The base 1260, not the 1260? What am I on? 3060. 3060 12 gigabyte, which is the base model. he was saying that it ran like shit. I don't know if that was with ray tracing on or not, but let me tell you, the 3060 would dwarf my 1080 Ti if it had ray tracing on right now. Even on the highest ray tracing. Because it has tensor cores, it would be able to run this no problem. Even with ray tracing on. Because it gets close to the strength of a 1080 Ti. My 1080 Ti is also overclocked from the factory, and it's also overclocked right now. I overclocked on the overclock. So it's a really strong 1080 Ti. Runs the game like it's nothing. And it's at 1440p. With everything on the highest. Besides ray tracing. But it can do it. That's proof right there. Moving on to the next game. Sadly, I went to go do the next game, and apparently it doesn't actually support the 1080 Ti anymore. 10 series, I should be specific, for ray tracing, which was Quake RTX. I couldn't get it to boot back up for some reason, but it did run, and it did work, and there's other videos out there to show proof for that, so I don't really need to show that. Other people proved that already. So those are the only games that I have right now that have proper ray tracing built in to the game. I say proper because Doom Eternal, yes, loads up. I could turn it to DirectX 12, which I think activates ray tracing for the 1080 Ti. I don't know if it actually does support it. I am curious now. I do want to try that. But I'm pretty sure it does not support ray tracing for the 1080 Ti, this one. But not all games will support the 10 series with ray tracing. But that doesn't mean it can't do it. It's just they don't do it because they know you're going to get a low frame rate. An extremely low frame rate. Every card, in theory, could do ray tracing. It's just going to run like shit. Even AMD could do it if they wanted to. I'm sure the 5700 XT has compatibility with some ray tracing out there. I'm sure AMD does. I mean, I don't have any AMD cards here to test it, and I would love to test it, but I can't. But anyway, I'm going to go and switch to my phone now to show proof that it's a 1080 Ti on my computer right now. I am back right now, guys. See that? That's not a 2080 Ti, because I know the 2080 looks the same. Gonna go down. Should say GTX somewhere on the card, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure it does. Hold on. GeForce GTX right there. I'm gonna go up to my computer. Here we are. Hold on. Let me click on a game that has ray tracing really quick. This will be the last thing I show. Let's do Forza. Forza was the best example. We're loading into Forza right now. See? Stop. Go. Blah, blah, blah. This is real Steam. See, you can see the things highlight when I move my mouse. Mouse moving. See? If I can get an angle where I can show the mouse moving with my hand. See my hand moving? With the mouse on the screen there? Even my recording software right there. So hold on. I'm going to load it to Forza. And I'm going to turn ray tracing back on. Just got to wait for it. Right here. Enter. See, I'll even click it. Can I, boom. Clicked it. Loads in. We're going to go continue. Wait, first we're going to turn ray tracing back on. So hold on. Graphics. I'm going to go extreme because it can run extreme. Gonna back out of this. We're gonna continue. Okay, let me show that ray tracing is actually on because I don't think I captured it on the camera. Shit. That's video, not that. Extreme. It's on. It's on. Right there. Okay. I'm gonna click continue. We're gonna load in the game. It is my account. I'll even show that it's my account. I would have laughed so hard if it crashed there. That would have been funny. This is the best game for the 1080 Ti to run ray tracing on. See my name right there? We're gonna back out of that. Good this. See my middle finger there? It's clicking on the W and the car is going. 70 FPS right now. Running ray tracing. So that's about all I have for you guys today. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed. It can run ray tracing, and it does it really good in some games, and then it's really bad in other games. For an example, Hogwarts Legacy, it can do it, and it will, if you mess around with the settings. If you turn everything that is on the highest, I'm sure you could probably get away with ultra ray tracing with it all on. I should have probably tested that, but I didn't. I didn't want to bother turning off all the settings. But even on the lowest ray tracing, when you keep it on the lowest and only have like reflections on, that's completely playable. And like 20, in my opinion, 24 FPS and more, as long as the frame time consistency is good, it's playable completely, and it's just fine. So yeah, I just wanted to show that, and I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Hit that like if you liked, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Also, let me know if you guys want me to do more content like this, but I just wanted to prove that, yes, the 1080 Ti indeed, and probably other 10 series cards too, can run ray tracing games. It's just not a lot of people know that, and they don't bother looking it up, and then if I say something, they're like, you can't run ray tracing. Well, now I have proof for it, so there you go. Thinking about upgrading eventually my card, but not right now. I feel the pain of a 1080 Ti owner. There's like literally no point in upgrading yet. None. Anyway, that's about it. See you guys later. Bye-bye. Oh, and one more thing. Even though I ended the recording, I just wanted to say one more thing. I didn't ask about a 5700 XT. Why did you bring that up in the argument anyway? And I also, in the middle of editing this video, I saw the comment you left. You tested it. Is that because I said I was gonna make a video on it? Or, like, cool that you tested it, but I still am gonna upload this video anyway, so... I don't know, I found it annoying that you didn't even bother looking at it the first time, but now you did, so good job. At least me and you got similar performance with the 1080 Ti in Hogwarts. But did you test Forza? Is it just Hogwarts Legacy that you tested? There's a lot of games that support the 1080 Ti, and even other 10 series cards. Actually, Battlefield 5 is one of them. That support the 10 series for ray tracing as long as you turn DirectX 12 on Battlefield 5. But there's other games out there too. Test them out. And again, I don't care if a 5700 XT beat my 1080 Ti. No one asked. I didn't. I don't care if AMD beats NVIDIA, nor do I care if Intel beats NVIDIA or if NVIDIA beats AMD or Intel. I'm not a fanboy of any particular one. Same with consoles. They're consoles. It's like, I don't know where that came from. I don't know why you had to say that, but okay, cool. That's cool that it gets like 5-10 more FPS than me. That is awesome. That is cool. Good for you. Good for you. Okay, yeah. Anyway, that's it. Bye.